Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel, welcome to your daily twin flame energy check. Let's jump straight into the reading. We'll start with an oracle message as always, and then we'll go into the tarot read where we'll look at the current energies, an answer to an additional question of what the twin flame collective is working with, and then finally we'll get the attitude towards each other, and today we'll actually get messages between the twins. What do they want to let the other one know at this time? Okay, so let's start with a message for divine feminine's watching. I hope everyone's doing great. I am planning to take another trip this week, so it's possible. I did take a day off on Sunday, if you notice, from this longer tarot reading because well, let's just say the full moon in Capricorn was working, you know, in major ways for me. So I needed a time for myself to work with the energies. And then, yeah, and then this week, because I'm going to be out between Thursday and Monday, it's possible that there will be at least one day, maybe more than one, where I won't be posting readings. Because I want to give myself time to recharge, to just have, you know, those kind of slow, calm days where I don't have to rush anywhere, don't have to worry about preparing and being camera ready to record the readings. We'll see how it goes. I'll grab a couple of decks with me. If I'm feeling it, I'll do it. I'll also try to record a couple of reads while I'm here so that you have more content to work with this week. This week, I would say, like, we don't have any major milestones anymore, but we're continuing to work with the bigger transits. We are definitely continuing to work with the full moon. We're preparing for the new moon, and also just happening early August. And also we have the big 888 portal coming up, the Lion's Gate, right? So this year it's even more significant because it's not just 88, it's 888, because it's year number 8, 2024. If you sum up the digits, comes down to 8. So yeah, there's gonna be major shifts happening. We're pretty much in that energy, in the shadow period, starting this week, if you wish. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting time. So nothing major like that, but there will definitely be things to consider as we are approaching that milestone, because this is your preparation time, this is the reflection time, right? And understanding where this gateway is going to take you. Okay, so feminines, your card is a change in the wind, number 12. So this is talking about the change of direction for a lot of people, or understanding why you're moving in this direction for a while now, right? Maybe you didn't see the bigger picture. You were considering doing something else with your time. You're like, I don't even know why I'm here. Or, I don't know, you went on a trip and you're like, I'm not sure what I'm doing in this location. Or you got connected to a person and you're like, yeah, I mean, they're fun, but they're not my typical kind of person that I'm friends with, and I'm not really sure even how to spend time with them, you know, like to that point. And now you get that clarity, you understand how they were a crucial part of this next step of your journey. For masculines, we get number 21. So we have 12 and 21, just saying, and it's called Clean It Up. So this card is about cleansing, getting closures, and a lot of times it's about pretty much cleaning your space in a physical way, all right? Cleaning your body, cleaning or cleansing, right? Like, not, I don't just mean like taking a shower, right? I mean like doing the detox, I don't know, some kind of, you know, nutrition challenge or project or whatever it could be, right? Something to cleanse your body, to help it out, to support it. And of course it goes to the environment, to the place where you live, maybe even bigger than that, something in the community. Maybe there is a volunteer initiative that you can you know, sign up for. Maybe it's a beach cleaning, maybe if it's a high road cleaning, whatever it is. Like if it has to do with cleansing, that can definitely help balance out this karma and work with these energies and help you see progress and move easier through what you're experiencing. Okay, so I'll use the Tarot of Magical Moments for the main read, and then I'll use the Shadowscapes Tarot for the clarifications. I haven't used that deck forever. The artwork on it is very beautiful. It's like Oriental style, but it's quite small, you know, like I feel like for this kind of artwork you need bigger cards, which of course wouldn't be as usable, but at least you would be able to dive into the art to really work with it, because it's a very interesting perception of the traditional tarot. So usually I'm struggling a little bit with that. Of course, I don't really have time while I'm talking to you and doing this live recording, more or less. You know, it's not live, but you know, I'm supposed to give you information as I see the cards. Like it's taken away from that moment if I can't really see the artwork. But I've decided that I haven't used it for a very long time and I really should. So Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, beautiful. And I see with those butterflies a lot of hope and inspiration really in the air. This is like understanding how much you have to give to the world. Once your cup is filled, you're seeing so many more opportunities and it becomes simple. It's not detrimental to you. You don't have to work hard for it. It happens naturally. And that's when you also create that impact just by showing up with your presence without necessarily doing some special ritual or having some special conversation or whatever else it could be. The Knight of Wands, right? That's passion too. Like if you're passionate for it, like it's a combination of the passion and your interest and also having that capacity, right? And on the 3D level, we may say it is having energy for it, like literally, so you can invest that energy into your passion, your project. But if you think about it a little bit more 5D, that energy is essentially the cup energy. It's the love energy. It's that capacity for, okay, my cup is full, I'm feeling great, and now I have something to give. Okay, the feminine energy is 5 of Wands clarified by 6 of Cups. Yeah, so both of them are actually very interesting, and they're not what the traditional tarot will tell you. But to me, in this deck, this card is a lot about strategy and different games. And it can be, you know, politics, it can be bureaucracy, corruption, shortcuts, it's all kind of things. So feminines are noticing more of this in their space. And they're seeing the opportunity for a change, for changing either the process, the tradition, the structure, or changing their involvement in it, right? Because you want more wholesome environment for yourself. You want to feel more harmonious with what's going on around you. You want to be more open to the energies around and not have to figure out people's agendas and you know, how do you sell them a certain point, what's your interest here, and all these different things. For masculines, we get 4 of Cups clarified by 3 of Cups. Very interesting, right? Yeah, so this is a little bit of a boredom card in this deck, and the remedy of it, or the desire, is to have some fun, to do something together. And the focus is not even on the fun part, but on the togetherness part. But again, the way our brain works is we're thinking about people, right? Like who I want to get together with, and you know, do something. And immediately we're thinking like, oh, it should be something fun, right? Because otherwise people may not agree with it. So a little note here for Divine Masculines: if you have a certain agenda that came to you as a download, as you feel is important to cover, to talk about, to act on, that's what you should really pitch to these people, right? The fun factor will come in naturally, but it doesn't have to be the key headline always, right? It's almost like was that idea of, I don't know, signing up for cleaning the highways, right? Is it fun? On the surface, not at all, right? But it may end up that way, especially if you're doing it with people that are close to you, that you have fun with, you know, that you can be open with. Maybe you'll finally have some important conversations while you're doing it, right? And you'll feel good about achieving that goal. And that's going to be key factor for other people involved. So you could be doing them kind of a favor in that way. So when you're bored and thinking of things to do, they don't just have to be about frivolous fun without any responsibilities or thinking about consequences, right? It can be something more meaningful, more deep, especially as you are perceiving and embracing a more spiritual path with the light work in mind. And if somebody thinks that cleaning roads is not light work, it totally is, on more levels that you can imagine. Additional question that we have is Hermit, clarified by Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So basically the twins are now gathering their energy and going within for some reflection time. And as another transit that I've got to mention is, of course, the Mercury retrograde that starts on August 4th. So we are approaching this time when it's going to be more of the reflection, more of understanding what you want and why and how did you even get here, right? So how do we prepare for this time with the energies we have at play now? Wow, big cards for the feminine. We have Justice and Devil, right? See where you are trying to play God, maybe either for yourself or in other people's lives, and think that you know best, that you have the right to punish or to reward or to decide who is right and wrong, like 100%, right? Who is the winner or the loser, depending on the situation. Where did you either take advantage of the power you had officially, or you assumed power that you didn't have, but you just decided that you can make all of those decisions for other people too, right? This is like looking at those things that could be the source of insecurity. And that's where, I mean, then you may need to take a few more steps to understand where it's coming from, but that's essentially where you want to look at right now. And also I'm getting scenarios where there were some legal situations where you kind of decided to go with a safe way. And yes, sometimes it would mean, I don't know, giving a bribe or some kind of nepotism where you just wanted to make sure that the situation is going to get resolved in your favor. But at other times it can also be just kind of like, I don't know, settling some kind of legal battle just because it felt more safe than just going all the way, even if you deep down you knew that you could win the case completely, but you decided to play it safe, right? So again, that could be some kind of area for self-reflection and work. For masculines, we have the Star, clarified by Page of Wands. So we continue talking about the bigger goal, the mission in life, and again, the inspiration and the passion. So for masculines, for them, it's to see what is guiding them on the path that they are taken. So this is not to reinvent the wheel and come up with a completely new path because this one just by definition isn't good enough. No, this is look into this path exactly, even if deep down you know that it's not what you want to do if you have a choice, or you know, you have resources, whatever that excuse is, right? Maybe you know that this is a temporary thing. Maybe you know you're not happy with it, but there was a reason why you chose it in the first place, right? So this is for you to take a look at that, where that inspiration was, what happened with it now, why was it there in the first place? All right, message from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. Page of Wands, clarified by Death. Another Page of Wands, so we have a synchronicity here. Yeah, so feminines can see that the masculines are transforming with regards to what drives them, what makes them happy, and what moves the needle really, right? Not like to be the cogwheel in a bigger machine and have a satisfaction of doing something that contributes to something bigger, right? This is like, no, I've got to be the whole mechanism, right? I have something unique that I want to bring, and you know, I know that I need to explore it more, but this is where the path has taken me. So essentially, this is the message from feminines, is that they see that the masculines are doing something important within their own space, and they applaud it, they support it. We saw something similar, I think, yesterday. A message from masculines to feminines. We have 4 of Wands clarified by 10 of Swords. Very interesting. Yeah, so masculines have a vision of what the future might look like, but it still gets muddied up, or it doesn't seem realistic because of the past heartache with the divine feminine and with other feminines before them or even after them. It's like, you know, they stop themselves at a certain point when this vision comes in, or they're telling themselves this story of happily ever after and how they see family life, or doing light work together, right? Somehow building this life as life partners, right? They keep going, they see the vision, details are getting added, and then they're like, no, that's not gonna happen. This is just ridiculous. Like, this is my wild imagination here, right? And so then the energy goes down again, and they get into a more melancholic state. That's when this card comes in. That's the energy because of that. The boredom and also the melancholy of it. So there is a big contrast between these two energies, and masculines are settling into dealing with their pain and also getting the picture more vivid and clear, so that it doesn't seem like it's impossible, so that they understand that, like, they naturally heal the past pain, so it becomes easier, but they also understand that this new vision is not going to be the same as the previous one. So sometimes we need to consciously acknowledge that and tell ourselves that, so that our brain doesn't keep playing the program of keeping us safe and away from the past hurt and never wanting to repeat that again, right? So yeah, don't repeat the same thing again, obviously, right? But learn from it and use those lessons to see how to make this picture, this new vision, relevant, and not just from the point of what you expect from the other person, but from the point of what your responsibility is here. A lot of times divine masculines, in the process of awakening or before that, they run away from responsibility that they have in this, right? Like, yeah, it's just those feminines, yeah, it's this and that, and they're finding excuses, and it's just like, yeah, or the moment wasn't right, or I was too young, and something generic like that. But this is a lot more specific. This pain is a lot more specific than just, oh, it wasn't the right time, or I was too young, or this person was just crazy and they played me, right? Whatever that was. So look into those patterns, divine masculines. Well, it looks like you are looking at it. If not, that's what you're asked to look at. Thank you very much for joining me today, guys. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video from those who are interested in this kind of information. Until next time.